Oregon, it is very important that your people be involved. Very much so. That's why I was willing to give up some of my time for one of your people here. As you were told, I run for Yakima County Sheriff. I run on a constitutional platform. I have absolutely no law enforcement experience at all. I'm a combat veteran, and I looked around, and what we noticed is our sheriffs don't think like we do. We need citizen sheriffs, constitutional sheriffs. I run against 5 other candidates, all of them with over 20 years experience. They told me I had to pay $900 extortion fee to the state to run for a county sheriff. I refused to. Instead, I went to the citizens and said they refuse to let me run if I don't pay their extortion. I got signatures. In 3 days, we got 1,400 signatures from the citizens within the county. I run for sheriff, and I didn't fall for their game. I did not comply with their rules. I showed them that a citizen can run for sheriff. When we run for sheriff as a constitutional sheriff, we controlled the whole race. No, I did not win. But we set records, we broke records, we set history, and we controlled the race all the way through it. Not one time during the race did budget come up, did your normal law enforcement talk come up. It was constitutional talk all the way through the race. One citizen stepped forward and said he had enough and run for sheriff and changed the whole outcome of the race. They put all their men, all their money running against a citizen. They feared the citizen standing up and demanding their chance. That being said, the most important official in your county, the most powerful official in your county is your sheriff. There is not a government agency that can do business within your county. Why? Excuse me. Oregon State has 36 counties. That's 36 sheriffs. How many sheriffs do we have here today? 1. That's shameful. When I run for sheriff, they ask me, what are you going to do to secure our weapons rights, our right to self-defense? And I said, I'll stand the line in front of you and I'll fire the first bullet in defense of your firearms, your rights of defense, if I have to. I will activate the militias. I will recreate sheriff posses. We'll get the citizens involved. Instead of giving people havoc over concealed weapons permits, as sheriff, I would not require you to have concealed weapons permits. Why? Because it's a violation of your Constitution. And I brought it up before them. If you want to make sure reasonable Americans have the guns, we have ranges. The law enforcement has ranges. Bring the people in and train them. If you want to come train with us on our weekends, we'll pay your fee to the federal government that you would normally have to pay for that concealed weapons permit. We'll still issue you that concealed weapons permit when you travel outside of our county, but within this county, it would not be required. That's constitutional, people. If you have a sheriff that supports background checks, supports concealed weapons permits, I'm telling you, he's not constitutional. You need to get constitutional sheriffs. If you have a constitutional sheriff, EPA, DEA, FBI, none of them can do business within your counties without your sheriff's written permission. Don't let them fool you. If they're doing business within the county, it's at the blessing of your sheriff. He has the authority to stop it. He does not have to let them abuse you. The IRS does not even have the authority to seize your home without a trial, without the blessing of your sheriff. That is a constitutional sheriff, people. That's where we need to go from here. At no time should we ever have to wonder if we can pack our birthright for self-defense anywhere we go. It's a proven fact. Have you ever seen somebody shot at one of these? Have you ever seen anybody injured with a firearm at one of these? This is the safest place in Oregon today. I guarantee you it. When we pulled the rally December 13th in Olympia, we worked with our state patrol. But let's back up a little bit. When we told them we were coming, and we were coming armed, And people, we came locked and loaded. We played no games. We told them we were coming. We were going to be peaceful, but we were not going to be moved. They locked us out of our capital. They put up barricades. When we met them at the barricades, we told them, you've got two choices. Move the barricades now, or wait until the people get here, and we're going to move them. This is our capital. It's our property, and we're going to take it. We did. They moved the barricades, and they let us in. They give us no more grief. We went back because one of our House representatives had the audacity to say that he was going to make a House rule, an edict, that said that a firearm is now an object, excuse me, it's a sign, it's an object that you use to be rebellious with. They're reclassifying it as a arms to something else so they could deny us the right to be there with it. And we asked them, so if we lock and load and go into the Capitol building, is it a firearm now? Do you want to keep pushing this issue? You try to take an inch, we guarantee you, and this is the call of LFA, Liberty for All of Washington, this is the call that we put out nationwide to the government. You even attempt to take 1 inch, we're going to take back a mile. Every time you try to even approach our rights, we're going to make it hurt. We're going to take back a mile every time. We're going to take it back 260 years. You keep pushing us. We will not comply. We're going to stand, and we're going to move forward, and you will step aside for us, because the last time I checked, we're the rightful masters. Are we not? Have not your brothers, your fathers, your mothers died and bled for this country? Why would we ever let a tyrant think he was our master? It's time, Oregon, it's time, Washington, it's time, America, that we stand the line and say not 1 more inch. We need to get constitutional sheriffs in, and we need to start pushing back. I'm telling you now, you've got 1 sheriff out of 36 counties. You've got how many state representatives, how many congressmen, how many senators that claim to be on your side. I would like every state official that's here to step up front here. Please. Every elected official. Keep in mind, Mary was here. Oh, she's way back there. I'll wait for you. These are your state officials that are on your side. They had the gumption to come and stand with you. They're standing the line with you. They're putting their reputations on the line for you. These are your elected officials that are on your side. Remember that. I'll tell you now, look left, look right, look behind you. Everybody, look. There is more elected officials in this state than there is people standing here today. You should have as many elected officials standing up here on your side as there is these amount of people that are out here today. If they're not here today, they don't believe your rights are worth standing for. Get rid of them. Don't play games with them anymore. Don't fall for their crap. They're saying that they're on your side. Well, where are they on the day that you need them? It ain't about the votes. It's about non-compliance. They want to take your rights. You remember one thing. It's not your rights. It's not one of your rights. Where's the children? It's the children's rights. Your fathers, your forefathers secured your rights and your freedoms. It's your job to secure the freedoms and the rights of your children and your grandchildren. It's not your rights you're squandering. They've already been earned for you. You do not have the right to give them away. It's your children's rights you're fighting for. And if you can't see that now, your children are going to look upon you in the future and going to ask you why you did nothing to secure something that you were given, that was already earned for you. Now you got the little Irishman a little bit upset here. Give me a second, calm back down. But this is what we need to remember, people. We don't bend knees to tyrants. We stand. We don't give up. We fight back. God bless America. God bless Oregon. And God bless every one of you.